Our next guest, which is the Labour Shadow Minister without portfolio, Nick Thomas-Symonds, who joins us now. What is going on here? Because, look, the MRPs are saying you're on for a historic, record-breaking majority, and yet you could end up as well, it's projecting, with a vote share less than Jeremy Corbyn. It's not exactly a re-endorsement, is it?
Well, we'll see how the votes are cast tomorrow, because whatever discussion we're having around the MRP polls or the percentages, all that matters is people coming out to vote. Now, of course, people, I've knocked doors with people who've already cast their votes by post, but there will be millions of people casting their votes tomorrow. And our message to them is that what we've heard up and down the country on doorsteps about time for a change, for that change to happen, people actually have to come out and vote for it and to vote Labour tomorrow. And that's why we will be fighting for every single vote in what's left of today and up to the close of polls at 10 p.m. tomorrow. That's what we will do.
It feels like we're getting to that stage in the election campaign where it's not just you, it's absolutely everyone. The politicians are very much sticking to the line. They're answering the questions that they want to answer. But I guess my point is that it could be, if the polls are right, that you guys are on course for a historic majority, and yet Keir Starmer's approval ratings are still in the negative, unlike Tony Blair in '97, unlike David Cameron in 2010. Do you think, I guess, voters are just a bit more cynical this time round?
I do certainly think it is the case, Sophie, that the Conservatives have done a great deal of damage to our country and the fabric of our country, but they've also damaged people's ability to hope. When I'm going up and down the country and we ask the question, do you feel better off after 14 years of Conservative government? The resounding answer is no. If you ask the question, is there a public service in a better condition after 14 years of Conservative government? The answer is invariably no. But when people do want to change government, they also have to trust the party that's aspiring to be the government. And Keir Starmer has led an absolutely remarkable journey of change in the Labour Party. We talk about statistics. The 2019 defeat was our worst since 1935. Keir always said his leadership had three phases: transform the party, which he's unquestionably done, expose the Conservatives as unfit to govern, and then put our message of change before the country. And that's precisely where we are going into this election.
Now, you published 3 political biographies in your time. I don't know how you found the time, by the way, about Anya and Bevan, about Clement Attlee, and about Harold Wilson. Which of them is Keir Starmer most like?
This is a fascinating question, this, Sophie, because when we look at who Keir Starmer is, my answer is he is Keir Starmer.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Distinct and different from the people you've just mentioned. But one tradition in the Labour Party I've always believed Keir Starmer was in. It's why I backed him so strongly for the leadership in 2020 and indeed since, is I genuinely believe he has the potential to be in the line of Labour Party winners. And that is from Clement Attlee to Harold Wilson to Tony Blair in the post-war era. He can be, if people are willing to put their trust in us tomorrow. And of course, that's very much where I hope Keir Starmer will be in that tradition.
OK, dodging it slightly, I have to say. Even the kind of gentlest of questions, I understand. The Sun endorsing the Labour Party today is a bit of a tepid endorsement, just saying it's time for a new manager, but they are endorsing you. How much of a boost is that for the party?
It's a really significant boost today on the EVA poll to get that endorsement. And it follows in a line of a number of others in recent days, from the Evening Standard to the Sunday Times, obviously, last weekend, to The Economist. So that support really, really is very welcome going into this election. But my message today is also to the readers of all those publications, because to get that change, we need them to come out and vote in numbers tomorrow. The thought of another Conservative term, if they don't, is just unthinkable.
OK, thank you very much indeed. Nick Thomas-Symonds speaking to us there.